Welcome back to another episode of the DNC Reviews podcast. I'm Arjun, as you know, and today, sadly, we only have Seung with us here today. This episode was recorded very late, and we couldn't get into contact with Ronan. Who knows what happened to him? He sort of went MIA, but it's all good. So the show goes on. We're gonna keep going with it, and this episode's actually pretty special because we're gonna be doing our first ever paid requested review by a smaller artist, and this artist's name is JoeJas. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And he recently dropped his album, his self-produced album. He made all the beats, called Four Wing Island.
It's the heartbreak pen to eat alone by the flowers. Tears for the rain when the plants need them showers. It's the heartbreak.
So what we're gonna do, he has two music videos for songs that are in the album. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch both of those videos along with the audio, of course, which is Sally's Heartbreak Picnic and Drop Top Tykes. We're gonna do both of those. Yes, let's get started with the first music video, which we're gonna be reacting to from JoeJas's album, which is called Sally's Heartbreak Picnic. So let's get right into that. Bruh, alright. Two things. First off, we're only 30 seconds in. First off, you can tell that like he's having fun with it. I really like that. I think that the beat's a total vibe. The fact that it's self-produced is really great. But yeah, the chorus is banging. Him with the inflatable ball is a little concerning. So
I think that's like his signature thing. Like I looked at his
is
other
it in the other
albums,
video?
and then yeah, there's like
Oh,
always
and-
Sally in other albums.
character development.
Exactly.
We always talk about characters. We got Danny Brown's character, we got Igor, we got Yeezus. Now we got JoeJas coming in with Sally storyline, which is actually kind of cool. Those on the second chorus, it didn't happen in the first chorus, but on the second chorus, like you know how like in the beat, like there's those new synth keys that go like in the right ear. That is sick. It's alright for all the smaller artists out there. It's the small things that really count. If you take extra effort to make your beats more interesting and not just having them be like an 808, a snare, and hi-hats, and you add a little bit of flair, people will notice, and that's the difference between good artists and great artists. It's great. It's really
That
good.
was cool.
I mean, I've mentioned this already. Their production is really, really good. I was like, alright, this beat is sort of ambient and sort of vibey. Is he gonna switch it up? Bridge comes in. We get a full breakdown, different instruments, different vibe, harder hitting drums in that bridge, and it sounded great. The lyrics, obviously, he's not trying to be super like he's not in the category of conscious rap like those of like J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. For what he's talking about and the subjects that he's covering, like the bars are there. You can name some of them. Like he's like, I'm staring blank on the blanket. Like it's like the small lines like that that really make it. He's like, I got all the like he's talking about like the food in the basket, all these allusions to the picnic and everything. I just thought that it was a really solid song. He exceeded my expectations. I mean, what more can I really say? It's a really solid song. Music video goes along with it. It's a little silly, but you know it works. It works for him.
It's
And
simple.
it's
Like
simple. It works. It's homemade DIY.
I also wanted to say that it kind of reminded me of the Tyler the Creator kind of vibe at the end. You know when the beat kind of stopped, and then as you were saying when he was having a breakdown, there was this like part where his voice kind of reminded me of Tyler the Creator, which I'm not saying he's like copying him or anything. I think he is quite inspired by him. And yeah, I think it's great to see other people doing new stuff, but also
Yeah.
having some inspirations as well.
I'm glad that you brought that up because I heard that too, but I really couldn't put a name to it, and I think that Tyler totally works. I think that the part of the song that you're mentioning or trying to reference is when he's like at the end when he's like sounding really like heartbroken. He's like straining his voice a little bit,
Mhm.
and it sounds like he's like out of breath. I think that that's like it's better than him just saying like heartbreak picnic. Like it's
Yeah.
like he's very into it, and if he's excited about his own music, we will be more excited about his music. So it works. So yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up. So we're gonna do drop top tykes. It's fire. It reminded me of the beat from, like, this is kind of a stretch, but from the song "It Ain't Safe" by Skepta from his album like Konichiwa. Like, it gave me sort of like the more like grimy vibe, especially like with that one like bass thing. It's like that bass line, very grime-esque.
Just from listening like just these two songs, I think he's like trying out new songs and new sounds. Because first song was like all romantic, soft, but now he's saying like this ain't the shit that you need. Like
Yeah.
he's just trying out new things and he doesn't care what other people might say about it. He's just gonna do what he loves, and I think that's great.
You see this especially with smaller artists, where like usually when it comes to smaller artists, like I sort of know from experience, like your first few tapes are sort of like, this is a sound I'm trying out, or I'm confused about what my lane is. So here is, it's not even like an album, here's a playlist of songs that each have different vibes, and whichever ones the fans respond best to, that's the path I'm going to take. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So just to see that, it's just nice to see. But that's what I'm talking about.
The small little thing.
If that aggressive, bombastic beat kept going on for the rest of the song, the rest minute and 10 seconds of the song, I would have lost it. The fact that he knows that I would lose it, or that anyone else would lose it if that beat kept going on for another minute, just shows how sophisticated of an artist he is. It's pretty good. I think that the video with him in the Nintendo DS, fire. I'm glad that he ended it there.
Yeah.
If he went back to the
The aggressive mode again.
no. Sort of towards the end, the vocals weren't mixed as nicely as I wanted them to. I thought that they were sort of crowding up with the beat. That's just my personal preference. Really solid song. I'd say he's 2 for 2. Like, these are like really, really solid picks. And yeah, it makes sense why he gave them music videos. It's so clear that he's not trying to be anyone else. I can start the scoring. I thought that this album, tape, whatever you want to call it, 9 songs, 24 minutes, solid. Very, very solid. Considering that it was entirely self-produced, that he's experimenting with different styles, which inherently comes with hits and misses, and that he's having fun with it, is a very, very solid offering. If you're a consumer and you're thinking about listening to this project, just do it. I think that there's no harm. You might find a song that you like because there's a lot going on. Bars, for what they are, for his subject matter, it works. Overall enjoyment, very solid offering.
Yeah, I agree with you, Arjun. It was really fun album to listen to. I was quite like surprised by the quality of it, since like I've been listening to a lot of small artists and they're not the professionals. So, but this album was really good. I think the quality was really nice, but I wanted to see more consistency throughout the album. I think he's still young. He's got time. He's gonna discover more styles, and he's just gonna find it. So
Awesome. So yeah, that sort of does it for our review. This is a big moment for DNC, and sadly, Ronan wasn't there to share the moment with us. But you know, the show goes on, we move, and yeah, we hope to do more of these in the future. Hopefully, Ronan will be with us in the next video. But yeah, JoeJas, Four Wing Island, 2020 release. The review is now over. Goodbye. Running by myself, ain't no looking back. Checking on my health, no, I'm good at that. Running up a check, no, I'm good at that.